Hi everyone, welcome back. The reason why I didn't do the video last week, like I said, I did get a mild concussion. I bonked my head. It's kind of dumb how I did it. I put it down to my keyboard was trying to murder me. I have a day bed, and I have a shelving unit at the head of it. I have my computer table in front of it. I don't leave my keyboard on the computer table because I tend to keep a glass of water there while I'm sleeping, and I have been known to reach out for the water in the dark, knock it over, splash my keyboard. Okay, so that's the reason why I have an extension on the USB cord on my keyboard, and it goes up on the top shelf of this shelf. You know, it's like 4 shelves up. Well, last Thursday night, what happened was I lied down to go to bed, I turned the light out, I went to reach for something over this way, so I was lying down, my face turned like this, reaching for like the heating pad or something. And as I pulled it forward, I didn't make sure the cord was right on my keyboard overhead, so it pitched off the top. Pew! Bam! Hit me, as I showed you, right here, literally right here. Didn't see stars, didn't see colors. Hurt almost that much though. I didn't even bother putting any makeup on, as you can see, because there's no point. I actually put a band-aid on it and worked the other day because there was no way I could cover it. I'm not a makeup expert. That's that. So it's almost gone. Yay. The headache is gone. I do have a stiff neck, but I don't know what that's for. That's just probably for me babying it the last couple of days. And the ground no longer feels like marshmallows. That's what it felt like for 4 or 5 days when I walked. Again, the reason why I couldn't do the video was because my head, I was stupid. There was no other way to explain it. I was stupid. I knew my name, which at one point when I did have this is my 4th concussion that I've had. So that was a plus. I did recognize my name, but I couldn't string together more than one sentence at a time. I would start a sentence and forget what I was talking about in the middle of it, which is it's slightly worse than I normally am. I'm back. Yay. We're going to have an interesting next month or so. I'll go into that later in my next video, but we're not there yet. That's November. We're still in my favorite month of the year, Halloween. I love Halloween. It's my favorite time of year. I love fall. It's my favorite season. As I said, I've had other concussions. 2 of them in work when I worked for Sears Hardware back in New York, and one from a bicycling accident. That was my own stupid fault. I looked one way, didn't look the other way. Look this way, look that way, didn't look back. Started across a major highway. Scared the bejesus at the poor woman who hit me because she swerved almost into oncoming traffic to get around me. This is back when I was in my 20s, late 20s. And she swerved this way, almost made it around me because I didn't even see her. But I caught the back of her car right past the wheel well. Next thing I know, I was laid out in the middle of, if you know Long Island, Montauk Highway, which ran through the middle of the town I was living in. And I was laid out, lying there and looking at the blue sky going, what the hell happened? I looked, I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the middle of Montauk Highway. Oh my God, I'm in the middle of Montauk Highway, what the hell? And I went to get up, and I couldn't move. Nothing from my neck down was moving. And I was like, oh God, oh God. Okay, we'll just rest here for a second. And the only thing I could move was my head. And I'm looking around, okay. And then I happen to look this way, above me, and there's this Big Mac truck. I don't remember if it was coming at me, honestly don't remember, but to me it looked like it was coming towards me. And I was like, oh shit, we have to get up. We do have to get up. I'm like, come on, body. We have to get up or we're going to be road pizza. Come on. So I was like, all right, one more time. 1, 2, 3, sit up. And now my body listened to me, and I sat up, stumbled my way across. I saw where my bicycle was. It was back where I started on the other side of the highway. I got over to there. My husband had been about a block ahead of me, and he heard her wheels squeal as she tried to get around me. And he said his whole life passed before his eyes. So when I got to the other side, the woman was over there with her car. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She's in tears. She's traumatized. I actually felt bad. I traumatized this poor woman. And I was scraped on my arms, my knees, blood everywhere. My husband's looking me all over. He's like, okay, he's like, how are you feeling? I said, I'm fine. He's like, you won't be in a second when the shock hits you. And I said, well, what's the shock going to do? And he's like, oh, well, you're just going to feel like you want to throw up your guts and maybe pass out. I'm like, oh, well, we can't have that. So I'm trying to calm down the lady. I'm saying, don't worry about it. She's like, no, my God, are you all right? Oh my God, I thought I killed you. Oh my God. I'm fine. I'm fine. An ambulance pulls up. Somebody must have called it. There was work going across the street. They were building something, so they probably called it because they'd seen the whole thing. And the ambulance guy comes up to me and he's like, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'm all right. I'm holding my hands like this, you know, I'm holding because I'm shaking now that the shock has hit. And so my whole body's trembling. And so I'm holding this so you don't see that my hands are doing, ah. I'm like, yeah, I'm totally fine. I'm good. I'm gonna, he's like, okay, we'll take you to the hospital. I didn't want to go to the hospital. There were 2 reasons why. First reason was I had no insurance. Second reason was we didn't have a vehicle at the time, and there was no way I was going to get myself to the hospital and not know how the hell I was going to get back home after they were done. I didn't really have anyone I could call. So I was like, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm perfectly fine. Yeah. And he's like, that's fine, ma'am, if you just get, you know, let me help you into the vehicle, into the, you know, ambulance. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm just going to go home and relax. He's like, no, ma'am, please get in the vehicle. Get in the ambulance. We'll take you to the hospital. No, I'm good, really. I'm totally fine. I'm just a little scraped up. I'm just going to go home, put some bandages on, rest. I'll be fine. He's like, get in the ambulance. No, I'm fine. My husband's like, she doesn't want to go. Don't you hear her? She says she doesn't want to go. His nice face suddenly changes to, fine, die, see if I care. And he turns around and goes into the ambulance and drives away. And we're all stunned for a moment, all 3 of us, just like, that was rude. And so the lady's like, do you want my information? I don't remember if we took her information. All I knew is I had like a goose egg on the back of my head, right here, big lump. And I said, no, I just want to go home. I'm good, you're fine, we got your number if anything should happen, blah, blah, blah. So I went home. I had work that night. I worked overnight as a home health aide at the time. So I went home, I put bandages on my stuff, I took some Tylenol, I took a nap, and I was at work at midnight with a righteous headache. And that was it. That was my first concussion. We might, or if you're interested in hearing the other 2 stupid ones from work, put a thingy down in the comments. Please continue to like and comment and subscribe. We'll go into some other things when I'm like back here. And thank you for those of you who've commented, actually those who got in touch with me, who were concerned about me. Thank you so much for the caring, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.